Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So today, video is a little interesting, or a little different than I usually do. I know I usually cover a bunch of locales and all that fun stuff. Today's video is a little different. If anything, is more it hit home. If you know about Death Battle, they haven't really made any video throughout this whole year. Now, before I go on, let me explain some history behind them. Death Battle first started back when Screw Attack was around. If you know who the side scrollers are, the creator of that, I can't remember his name offhand. Stuttering Craig, that's what he calls himself. First created Screw Attack back in the early 2000s, so this has been around for a long time. And Screw Attack had a lot of shows that were very much focused on gaming. At one point, they tried to compete with YouTube directly. And that failed horribly. A lot of people came from there. Pearl Jared is the one I can think of offhand. If you know about Pearl Jared and his drama a couple years ago, that was very wild. But so Screw Attack finally moved to YouTube, and then what ended up happening was Screw Attack got more or less bought out by Rooster Teeth, and the people behind Screw Attack more or less said screw it, they cut everything out. There wasn't they stopped making stuff, and all that was left was Death Battle. Because Death Battle was their most popular show, and for a lot of reasons, it's a good show. You get to see the fight with your favorite anime character or cartoon character, and it's pretty great. Yeah, I know a lot of the time there were some biases or there's something that didn't make sense, but it was a good time overall, right? And people did enjoy them. People went out of their way to watch them. I did, especially, right? Sometimes I will wait for them to do a whole season, and I'll just binge watch them back to back, and it was a great time. Well, eventually Rooster Teeth got bought out, and there was this very much big dilemma because Rooster Teeth had a lot of these shows under their belts, and things like Ruby, Death Battle, Red versus Blue, and a bunch of other shows like that. So plus Rooster Teeth was already wasn't making money, so they were kind of in a weird spot anyway. So they got bought out. I believe they got bought out by I believe it was Disney, if anything, but I don't remember offhand, so I could be very wrong. I know they got bought out by a big company. So what ended up happening is, this left Death Battle in a weird spot. People didn't know what was gonna happen if they were to move over to to this bigger company, or they was just sold out, or no one knew. No one knew for the longest time until recently they made a short on their YouTube channel. They announced on X that they will be coming back. Um, but it's through Kickstarter, which is probably the best option they could have done. I think of all the options, that was the best one that works for them. Because they're basically, from what I can gather, is going independent now. Like they're not gonna be beholden to a company, so they're basically going full independent mode. And I think that for the best. Um, and it's I did miss them for a while because it was just weird not seeing a new video from them for a long time. And a lot of people like them. A lot of people do genuinely like them, even if some things are wrong. So this isn't really gonna be a long video, but I just wanted to bring this up, mention it. Am I gonna support it? I probably will. I probably will support it. Give them a couple of dollars. Am I asking other people to support them? That's up to you. If you like the show, go for it because I think the show should continue a little bit longer. They are promising some things. I'll put it in the video. Some of the screenshots I took of it. I'll put a link down. But I do think it's a show that should keep going on a little longer. I think you know, as one of those old school stuff from YouTube, I think it's one of the best things that came out of it. Plus, this thing's been running for almost 15 years by now, maybe a little longer than that. It's been around for a long time, so that's really all I wanted to talk about. It's really not much of a the other stuff I'm looking at right now, but this one just caught my attention, and I'll just make a quick video, nothing long. But yeah, go ahead. I'm putting everything down in the description. Y'all have a good day and God bless.